what I was getting to, the point of the article, again titled "The Decoy Curtain," was just that: is that
that's what I'm saying.
For a very long time now, we were told throughout the Attitude Era that this was not a sports event. This was not an exhibition of competitive sports. This was entertainment. This was a live TV show, a play with action, whatever you want to call it. We've been told this now, and the audience has been groomed to understand what they are watching is not an actual competition. So the drama has shifted on a very meta level to the audience sort of watching the booking in some way, and they're watching the execution of the booking live before them, and that's really,
such a good point with that meta level of watching the booking.
Right, and that's the focus point of a lot of things, and a lot of what the crowd's cheering and booing is to how things are booked, and showing that we approve how the story is progressing, and how it can be dynamic sometimes and change when it's unexpected. And so, again, as I said in the article, that Batista isn't even necessarily getting booed. It's the booking team that booked him to win that's really the destination of these boons. Batista is just the front man who's in the ring at that moment, and the audience is saying, we don't want this, we do not want this, we don't approve of this. So if your audience is paying attention to the booking, not so much the show at a kayfabe level, but the booking, well then you make the bookers work the crowd directly.
Oh man, you know what it is? It's really on some Da Vinci Code stuff right now, because now let's look back on it. Let's look back to January 20th. Batista's in Gorilla. Before he walks out, it's Vinnie Mac. You want to go out there and say, I'm here to headline and I'm here to win. Just deal with it. They are going to hate you for that. Everyone's going to go back on their little podcasts and their vlogs and their blogs and their websites and their everything, and they're going to say, oh, how dare he come in and just say deal with it, he's blah 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 blah. And what are we doing? If that is really what they're doing, we're falling right into it.
But I'm not falling into it. I like to think that's what they're doing, and that excites me to think that that's happening.
You know, it's funny because I completely agree with the total theory of your article, and it was great. Anybody who didn't read it should absolutely go read it. But
yeah, excellent.
I totally disagree with the notion that the Vince and creative really thought that they were going to just troll us all with Batista and just be like, all right, you're going to do some things and people are going to hate you. I don't think it was that elaborate whatsoever. I really feel like
I'm loving
him back. And they thought that he was going to be as over as he was, and they think he was way more. And their perception of him being over is far further than our perception of how over he actually was. And the bottom line is, he's not over because he's Dave Batista. Like, you know, people liked him back in the day. I personally didn't. I don't think any of us did, but on this podcast. But to be honest, he's not The Rock. He's coming back, and he's not that big of a deal. He was, you know, I think you did say it in your article that he was like the third or fourth biggest star in that era, and an era that was terrible. It was boring as hell. So how is him coming back gonna really make the fans want to buy WrestleMania?
Right, but I it's possible that there was just that feeling that, oh, we got Batista. This is a great story. Batista comes back, he wins the Rumble, and he dethrones the evil Randy Orton. But I would definitely say that they might have said, let's feel it out. Let's send him out there Monday, because they could have just had him come back at the Rumble. But they announced him returning a week before the Rumble. Why? Give it a. What did he do, really? He came back, he came into the ring, and he went, hi, Randy, I want to win the title. And then he left.